Hey everybody, how you doing? It's me, Joe. Hope you're having a great day, great night. And I just have to tell you, it feels good to feel good. As a lot of you know, I had the creepy crud there for a while. And I'm finally starting to pull out of it, and it really feels good. So we never know how good we have it until that good is gone. So when your health is gone, it's not a lot of fun. So yeah, I am happy to be bouncing back and living life. So I want to talk to you guys tonight about being prepared. And if it's anything that I need to learn is more preparedness. I'm very much a procrastinator, and so I have to keep myself on task by being prepared. And sometimes as a solo entrepreneur, we can go here, we can go there, we can go everywhere, and really we just need to hone it back in. And doing that, we become prepared that way. So, yes, Linda, I am ready to go. So you just have to always be prepared and always be ready to go with what you need. Now, I'm really good also about if I get in a situation that I need to think fast on my feet. I'm pretty good about that too, especially like on my live radio show. If I have somebody on live and all of a sudden there's maybe a lull or something, then I'm really good about that. But the thing is, before the show, I always prepare because I want to know their website. I want to know what my guest is all about. So that's a good way of preparing myself. And then I like to have a talk with my guests. So when my guests come on my show, we usually have had at least one talk, sometimes two. And what we talk about is I want to know their history. I want to know what they've got going on and hey, Mike and Catherine, how you doing? So I want to know like what their history is, and that's also part of being prepared. So hang on, I'm just shouting out a text message back to Linda. So I want to always know that. Then I also want to know what they want to talk about. So during that hour on my live radio show, oh, there we go. Hey, Linda, how you doing? So I want to know what they want to talk about. What's their business? What is it that they want to talk about? And that's all part of being prepared. It's all part of knowing what your game plan is. And as a lot of you know, I have a business partner, Don Lloyd, and we have started this publishing company, and we are doing this anthology series. And, you know, I love the book. I never thought I'd love a publishing company, but I really do. And so he called me today, and he's really good about getting everything done ahead of time. He called me today, and we went over a couple of things. He goes, now, do you have this, this, and this done? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And he said, but do you have it written down? I'm like, yeah, actually I do have it written down. I'm prepared. But he also taught me that we have to be prepared because this was something new that I was getting into, and he had already been a publisher for years. So, yeah, and I got myself prepared. And it's the best feeling in the world is when that's prepared, because I have a lot of you that are going to be my authors in my anthology book, and I'm so excited, but also I'm looking for a few more. So if a few more of you still want to be able to write a chapter in the book, come see me or private message me, give me a text message or whatever, because we're still looking for 3 more, and I'm really excited about that. We've extended it a little bit, and so if you let me know like by the end of the month, then we can still get you in. So for those of you who are my authors, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm really excited how this book is turning out. So yeah, so it's always good to be prepared. It's always good to have your ducks in a row, I guess is a good way of saying it. And then that leads me into something else that I like to talk about. And we talked about this when I was in Arizona. And it's also another thing about being prepared is, for a solo entrepreneur like myself and a lot of you, we also have to figure out what our income generator is. What's our income generator? And then also, so once we figure out what our income generator is, what's our to-do list to keep making more money from that? And a lot of us, we have these great big ideas and we're really excited, and then once we finally start getting into the work of it, then that's when everybody, we get frustrated and we don't know what we're doing, or we know what we're doing, but it takes a lot of work, and that's where a lot of businesses fall off. And to be prepared is what's really going to help you sustain your business. And always having a to-do list, and try to stick on that to-do list as much as you can. And once I started making my to-do list, I hone in so much better on, it does, Linda, you're right, preparation helps your confidence. It really does. And it helps my confidence because then when I'm prepared, I will also go and I'll do research. I was doing some research tonight before we got on this. Hey, Susan, how you doing? So I was doing some research, not for this, but for something else I'm doing. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to talk about that tonight on Facebook Live because we always have to be prepared. We always have to be prepared about what's going to be coming up with our businesses. So I have an income generator to-do list. So now that I have my income generators, and like I told you guys before, I'm a firm believer in multiple streams of income. So that means I have a to-do list for this business and that business and this business and that business. It's kind of like a tree, and I have branches out from different ones. But with those businesses, then I have to-do lists. And that's what keeps me prepared and keeps me on task. Because if I didn't, there are some days that I am out of control. Yeah, there you go, Susan. See, it's just like what you just said. I just said the same thing, out of control. You get out of control with your schedule, and it goes bonkers. And so what I have to do is I have to set time aside at night and then also early the next morning and write my to-do list. And I try not to sway from that too much. And a lot of times I will have phone calls all day long, and then other times I just have to move them to maybe the next day or the next day after that. Because sometimes I cram too much stuff in my schedule. Today, matter of fact, I don't even think I got on Facebook until early this afternoon because I was running all morning this morning. Now, was it producing me income? Hopefully. I hope it does. But that's all part of being a solo entrepreneur. I'm constantly out there networking. I'm constantly out there trying to get my name out there, going to networking events. It's all about trying to make the income. And so what you need to ask yourself is whatever you're doing for that particular day, is it making you income? I have to do the same thing. Sometimes I'm like, no, it's not making me income. And then I have to kind of get mad at myself. And then I have to redirect my steps and go back to what's making me income. And I'd rather go have coffee with my friends. I'd rather go do other things. But in the long run, that doesn't make me money. And so I have to stick with my schedule. And I have to stick with what I'm doing. So, yeah, we really have to take control of our schedule, Susan. And trust me, I know there's so many days I feel like I'm out of control with my schedule too. But that means that it seems like you're kind of going gangbusters with your business. But just hone in on what type of schedule is going to work for you. Because I'm going to tell you this. Hey, Troy, how you doing? And Mary. But when I was a virtual assistant, and my schedule was totally out of control. I was working nonstop. I mean, I was only getting probably 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I was working from 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning till like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I've said this story before, but my son walked out of his bedroom because my office was close to his bedroom, and he said, "Mom, will you please stop working so much?" And even though he doesn't remember that to this day, I do. And I remember the look on his face. And I thought, after that, I've got to take back control. I have got to take back control of my life and my schedule and my work. And so I started, after that, I decided I was only working 8 to 5. That was it. That was it. I had done my business for several years at that time. I had a steady flow of clients. So that's exactly what I did. I changed it. And because of that, because I took back control of what I was doing, my life was better, my stress level was better, and I got more clients. Because then I was able to say to my clients, no, not doing it. I don't have time at 7 o'clock tonight to talk to you, but I will have time at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning to talk to you. Because I had clients from all over the country, so I had them in the East Coast, the West Coast, Mountain Time, Central Time. So I planned my day according to where my clients were. But once I took back control, and there were days I worked longer, and I picked those days. I picked the days that I decided which days I was going to work longer. Hey, Gwen, how you doing? So glad you joined us. So those are the days I chose, and if I was, then I would tell my clients, hey, Thursday night I'm going to work till 8 or 9, so maybe we could set up this conference call then. But I had to take time out for my family, and I'd take time out for my life. But it didn't happen. I mean, I really worked my business for 2 or 3 years before that finally took effect. So I just want you guys to know that being prepared is actually really going to calm your nerves and calm your perception of being an entrepreneur, because we're always trying to go after it, and we're always trying to go after the next sale. Yes, we have to worry about where our income is coming in, but we also have to hone in and really figure out where our to-do list is going to be, so we're prepared. Linda says, my motto, get your ducks in a row. If there's too many, shoot a few. Exactly. It's basically what I was just saying. Get some of those bad boys out of the way so you can move on to the good ones. And it will open up your life. It will open up a whole new direction. And like I said, when I took back control of my schedule, my business just opened up. It blossomed because I wasn't as tired. I wasn't as run down. Plus, I also hired some people to help me. So at one point, I had 10 virtual assistants to help me. And then my business really skyrocketed. So, and yours can too. And so, Susan, I would just advise, just really hone in on what your schedule is and what you want your schedule to be, and then work with that and work within those parameters. And you're going to make it happen. Because you're you and you're good at what you do. So there you go. You're awesome. So what is your income? What's your guys' income generator to-do list? I know I've got a few on my list tomorrow, and then Saturday we are going to New York City. So I'll be in New York. I'll be doing a live event, probably Monday, maybe Sunday from New York, and then we're back early next week. But yeah, so I'll be doing some live events from New York, and then got to get prepared. So I was preparing today for that trip. I'll be preparing tomorrow before we leave, and then I'll be back, and then all will be great. Come back energized and ready to go. I also believe in an umbrella, and this is from my mentor and trainer and coach, Patricia Drain, but she has the umbrella method. Again, it's all about being prepared, and because of multiple streams of income that we have, kind of like the tree with the branches out, but she has like an umbrella with the raindrops coming down, and then the different businesses. So I do it with a tree. You guys can do it any way that is visual for you, but I like multiple streams of income. I know lots and lots and lots of people that work full-time jobs and then do a part-time one at night. Maybe they're in like a direct sales or multi-level marketing, or maybe they go work part-time at night too. If you're working part-time at night somewhere at a different business, you can certainly start your own business. And what I tell people is figure out what you're really good at. Figure out what you love doing, and then go turn that into a business. But always be prepared, and be prepared as much as you can. But don't wait too long either. It's a balance. It's all a balancing act. Sometimes we fall into businesses that we didn't know was even existing, but once those opportunities come to you, grab them. And grab them, hold on, and start running with it. Because they're there to you for a reason. And it's because of your God-given talent that it's presented to you. So take it and run with it, and just be glad it came to you. And if it's something you really want to do and it doesn't quite come to you yet, then go after it. And keep working until you get it. So, me, I'm all about going after what we want in life and going after our dreams and aspirations. So that's my tidbits for you guys today. I might be on tomorrow night. I'm not sure, kind of depending on my schedule. But look for me Monday night from the Big Apple. I can't wait. I love New York City. I love the hustle and bustle of New York City. I wouldn't even say I wouldn't want to live there, but not on a full-time basis. But I love visiting and going on a lot of tours when we're there. We're not going to be there real long, but just a few days, but it'll be fun. So you guys have a great night. Have a great Thursday. Like I said, it feels good to get my health back better, got rid of the creepy crud, and I'm glad tonight you guys can hear me, because I don't know what happened last night. But I'm glad you guys can hear me tonight, and you guys have a great night. Have a great Friday tomorrow. Go forth and make something great happen. Go to my website, johausman.com. I do have that free digital ebook there, The Secrets to Realizing Your Dreams. All you got to do is just put in your name and email, and that ebook is yours. So, all right, you guys have a great night. God bless. And remember, you are stronger than what you give yourself credit for. Take care. God bless.